EA Sports.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helming the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12 wins last year, which matched the team record, and they made the conference championship game in back-to-back seasons for the first time ever. At the center of it all is the man they call Joey B. 35 touchdown passes last year and almost 4,500 yards.
The numbers for Mixon last week: 13 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's Burrow completing this to Chase. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you... Offensively, you want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now second. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he will find his man Chase complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Check pass. I'm not flying. Right there.
Back to Taylor on first down. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. The numbers for him from a week ago. 19 carries, 106 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Richardson rolling to his right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Motion man is Schwartz. First and 10, Taylor now. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. You talk about this Bengals defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on third and 8. On the draw is Taylor. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up third down.
I know in most cases people think you throw the ball in this situation, and when they ran, it almost felt like a little bit of a surrender, maybe a give up. But I don't know if that's really the case. They might have been probing a little bit, checking the defense and filing it away for later. They might have something working later on.
Going for it on fourth, Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Burrow on first down. This goes out wide from Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball, has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards there, a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MP, take.
Here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7 seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more important on games like this.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, Patrick. Take it. Hey, smash Broncos.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Able to slither by. A gain of 3, 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Off play action. Richardson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. 3rd and 19. 3rd and long for Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Dublin with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Richardson looking to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Richardson on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Shamrocks have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Shamrocks 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes, subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Shamrocks.
Again, it's Taylor.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Motion man is Schwartz. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Ready?
1st down, Dublin.
70,
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Running left, Taylor.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here's Richardson to throw.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
And Gay knocks this one through.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Here we go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it. Run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Work in the middle of the... He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
12.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
On 1, ready?
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Start.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Mixon again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
McPherson on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score,
And sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
Cowboy 80, track 60.
Play action. Now Richardson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Richardson off the play fake. He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Jones on the return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot. Well, when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down. Here's Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
I'm fine, ready?
Second and 10.
11, 11, 11, mighty, 11,
On the
mighty.
delay, it's Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
McPherson's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. This offense back to work now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he'll be out right at the 35.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it. Offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Richardson to the air on first down. This one completes Alec Pierce. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now a 2nd and 6. Slot man moves right. And Richardson looks to throw once more.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now. 18 Riley. 18 Riley.
Now Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Gay's kick is good, and that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go. 11. 42.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short.
Flush to his right. Fights through him. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
We both know there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Richardson. That's complete to Pierce. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. There's a nice move. And a stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Richardson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They failed once in this spot earlier. To go for it on 4th down. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now it's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Stop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11 MT. 11, 12, 12.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of this caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, actually utilizing what they call the stream the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Consecutive. The last 2 snaps, he certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, 28 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, 75 yards. And the Shamrocks have cut it back within a score. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here
quarter beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now Burrow on first down. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They go play action with Richardson. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, man, they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
11 mighty. 11. T, Tate. 11, MT, Tate.
Now Burrow. Short throw to Smith. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first.
Just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Looking deep here for Chase. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Holding off.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Here we go, here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Short throw to Smith. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 1, ready? 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Ready?
On first down, Richardson.
He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Seven Pirates.
Richardson now on second down.
Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And Richardson going to move him around.
Now Richardson, off play action. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Play action. Now Richardson.
He'll buy some time right.
That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And what a big-time play there. 45 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Trey Hendrickson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Richardson to throw off play action. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Burrow throwing complete there to the tight end Smith.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mixing up the middle. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
You have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
11, 11. 11, mighty. White 80.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 12. 1:46 to go. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Richardson to throw it. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Now Richardson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They're on 4th down here. That pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Cincinnati, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dubliners, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.